We respectfully request the Sangha great virtues for the sake of this assembly and all living beings. Please turn the wonderful Dharma wheel to teach and guide us how to end birth and death, leave suffering and attain bliss, and quickly realize non-birth. Cung thính đại đức tăng thịnh, bi thứ pháp hội cấp nhất thiết chúng sanh. Tịnh chuyên diệu pháp luân giao đạo ngã mộng, như há liêu sanh thoát tư ly hô đạt lạc, tớp chứng vô sanh. Homage to the Blessed, Noble, and Perfectly Enlightened One. Nam mô Sa Đan Thô Sư Chế Đô Ye Ở La Hư Đi San Mèo San Pu Tô Xế. Nam mô Tác Đắc Tha Tô Già Đà Già La Hà Đế Tam Miệu Tam Bồ Đà Toa. The unsurpassed, profound, subtle, and wonderful Dharma in 100,000 million eons is difficult to encounter. Now that I am able to see and hear, I will receive and maintain it. I vow to fathom the thus come one's true and actual doctrines. Wu shang sheng sheng wei miao fa bai jian wan jie nan zao yu wo jin jie wen de shou ci Yuan Jie Ru Lai Zheng Shi. O Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Great Master Qingliang, Great Master YongHua, all good monks and nuns and all good knowing advisors, Emitofuo. 诸佛菩萨精良大士，师父上人，各位出家人，各位善知识，弥陀佛。Chư Phật Bồ Tát kính thưa Thanh Lương Đại sư Thượng Tiên Hóa, quý thầy cô và quý vị thiện tri thức Ca Di Đà Phật. Hello everyone, today is the 7th of December 2025. Thank you for joining our Dharma assembly that explains, that investigates the first chapter of the Avatamsaka Sutra. We're on slide 331. Did we? I think we finished it, didn't we? Okay, we finished it. There you go. Sentient beings oppressed in the realms of existence and drift and flounder in karma and delusion with no one to save them.
众生逼迫诸有中，业惑飘转无人救。
The Buddha liberates them with great compassion. Great dragon, free from burning, realizes thus.
佛以大悲令解脱，无热大龙能悟此。
Okay, commentary slides. Sensing beings oppressed in a realm of existence. Concept here I'd like you to remember here. Here is in Buddhism, the Buddha taught there are 25 planes of existence. That's all you need to remember, number 25. Place, levels of existence, different types of existence in our world, okay? And you look it up, those numbers, anytime, no point memorizing it, all right? It's heavens, hells, human realm, God's realm have the multiple places and so forth. Okay, so they're all together different 25 different categories or levels of existence. It's a kind of tells you about the level of blessings, the karmic retribution you have to endure when you are here in our Saha world. There will be 25 different realms where you attain rebirth. Okay? That's all you need to remember. And the rest, don't worry about it. Okay? Drift and flounder in karma and delusion with no one to save them. Okay? From now on, feel free to read. And I'm getting lazier in my old age, so I will read when I feel like it, but most of the time I don't. So I speak my stuff, you read your stuff. And you read your eyes, you listen your ears, you learn more. And this is no negotiations possible here. This is my decision. Hopefully we speed it up a little, because I heard recently the last 2 weeks that I'm too slow. Okay, drift and flounder. 标, okay, 转, okay. 标 is floating, okay, it's floating. Bobbing like that, float on your fishing rod. That thing there that bobs and that's 标, okay. 转 is turning. So not only up and down, but also what does it tell you? Up and down is I am not stable. Turning is what? I'm disoriented. This is the beauty of the Chinese language. To me, I don't know if really that's what the Buddha explained originally in Sanskrit, but this is how I see it in Chinese. Okay? The Chinese sages, meaning the great sages of old in China, they looked at the Sanskrit characters and said, wow, it looks like to me like 标转. Okay? 标 like a duck. Okay, and then 转 is a twirl and twirl and twirl. So just like that merry-go-round, that horsey thing that goes around there, if you go around too long, you will be disoriented. You don't know where you are anymore. So even the 25 realms of existence, we don't even remember anymore. Isn't it scary? Huh? Okay, so what makes them 标转? What makes them bob up and down? How do you say, what's another word for that? Bobble? Come on, what happened to my English dictionary? Bobble? Okay, so like this. Huh? Okay, that's when you can think of it, let me know. So the bobble and the twirling around there, what makes you bobble and become disoriented? Because of your karma and your delusions. This is very scary, folks. First of all, our delusions make us create karmas and get lost. Okay? Another way that you look at it is that when you create karmas, like you scam others, okay, you become more deluded. It's not something to take lightly, folks. Okay? Because when you create offenses, okay, or you try, when you do evil things, it only makes you more deluded, makes you more confused, that's all. Like falling in love. It makes you confused. The more in love you are, the more confused you are. No? Never mind. Okay? With no one to save them. Why is there no one to save them? Because Master YongHua says, none of my business. He taught you already. Don't you remember? I said, hey, don't use the hands and eyes. It's none of your business. Okay? There's a message behind it. You don't have enough wisdom to really help others. When you help others prematurely, you get in trouble. Okay? So don't try to help others. That's why you don't want to help others. That's why no one is going to save them. Okay? Furthermore, for the average person, why won't they save you? Because they themselves are bobbing up and down, disoriented themselves. How can you expect them to save you? Okay? Bob up and down. Look at that. The hungry ghosts, the animal realms, okay? It's not necessarily bob up and down here. Bob up and down here is that it's very life that you really are unstable. Okay, this is how I read the Chinese character. Biao is you drift. You have no control over where you're going. Okay, you pull by the current. Okay, and zhuan is that, and you become disoriented. All right. But if you look at further, Master Hsuan explained you bob up and down in the 25 realms. The Buddha liberates them with great compassion. The only person you can always count on is our Buddha. Okay? That's the message here. I know it sounds like poetry, sounds something like people like make proses and verses to say these things, but actually there's a message here, okay? When you're in trouble and no one can help you, when you're down and in trouble, okay? Think of the Buddha. Call me, call him, he'll be there. Okay? Why? Because that's great compassion. He can't stand it when you're suffering. It is true. He looks at you and says, I can't stand it. You're suffering so much. Let me help you. I gotta help you. Even though you don't realize you're suffering, he still sees you suffering and he helps anyway. Okay, isn't that cool? To me, such a beautiful, beautiful thing. Wouldn't you like to do that? That you see people and you say, oh, you poor thing, I'm going to help you in spite of yourself. You don't even know you're suffering. See, you suffering, when you realize you're suffering, you ain't seen nothing yet. The Buddha sees you suffering so much. He says, I can see her suffering, so I got to do something about it, okay? And that's out of compassion. A dragon free from burning realizes this. Now, why is he talking about suffering and how this happens, this applies to this great dragon free from burning? It's because, as Master YongHua says, dragons have this 24/7 suffering. What kind of suffering? They are being gnawed alive by worms, by insects, inside of their scales. It seems like they have dragon skin, they have scales, okay? Lots of scales. And inside the scales, there are a lot of little pests, okay? Those things actually are constantly gnawing away, biting the dragon day and night. And when the dragons, in spite of their incredible spiritual powers, why can't they get rid of them? Doesn't know anything about dragons. No dragons in Pure Land. Why not? What do you mean? The hands are too short? Very original. that's a dog. It's not a dragon. When you do this, it's a dog. Yes, sir, too.
Thank you, Master. I think there are spiritual powers governing their protection, so they can't be removed.
Who's spiritual governing their protection?
I think that the little
Little things?
the little things,
Little pests?
have
This,
some sort of
this
protection.
ignoble, they have spiritual protection. This guy from San Diego, I don't know about these people from San Diego. Anyone else? Huh? Yes, some from the church. Yeah. 9.
Master, is it their retribution?
Absolutely. And this is the most scary thing when you think about it. It's your karmic retribution. It is so scary because it doesn't matter who you are. If when your karmic retribution comes, you will suffer. Doesn't matter. If you create offenses, when those offenses, the retribution of those offenses mature, you will have to undergo the retribution. Doesn't matter how powerful, how rich you are, how many spiritual powers you have. With the spiritual powers dragons have, okay, they can do so many incredible feats, perform incredible feats, but they cannot get rid of the simple thing like, they don't need, the dog paws to remove them. Okay? Like some people see it as, okay, what about monkeys? Think about it. Have you thought about it? Monkeys? You ever been to the zoo? Okay, the monkeys, when they socialize, they sit together. One sits, and what does the other one behind him do? Yeah, grooming. No, not grooming. Pick out the thing, not grooming. Grooming is like this. Okay. The other one, did you notice that? That's what we do in Vietnam. Gross. What do you mean? It's very tasty. At least that's how I remember when I was young. Okay? So, đúng không? Hả? Is that true, có đúng không? Lúc bên Việt Nam mình bắt chí đó. She agrees. I rest my case. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, okay. So all they have to do is with their dog feet, they just dog paws. They just go they go behind the dragon. Okay, but no, they can't even do that. It's amazing. Yes, home in the back.
Master, I watch Animal Channel. Like there's like fish that they go into the ocean, and there's a little small fish that go and eat the parasites. Maybe they have a spa for dragons that they can go and then have a massage and remove those parasites.
It's not a fish. It's a shark and a whale. The shark and the whales, they have these parasites, the small fish that attack along with them and eat things on their skin. It's like grooming, whale grooming, if you will. Okay? Yeah, absolutely. Okay? But they can't have that. You see, but that's what's amazing. With all the spiritual powers they have, all the power they have, even kings, okay? They cannot do this. They cannot they can't cope with the pests. It's scary. Really, you should be scared. It's so scary when you think about it. Doesn't matter how powerful you are helpless. Yes, there's a 7th question here.
Yeah, hi, Master. My question is regarding Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and their help for us. How come there are things that they can take away or help, but there's things that they can't?
What do you mean they can't?
So I know
What are you talking about?
sometimes when we pray or we ask Guan Yin for help, then she does help us. But then, like for the dragons, and that's our retributions too. So say if we have a retribution for something and we ask for help, then they help us. But then for dragons, how come they don't help them?
Because dragon forgot to ask.
So if they ask, then they'll help them? Oh.
God, these guys, these sound effects are getting so much better. It gets better and better. And I hope we have a license for this. I'm going to be sued like that. Okay, don't do anything illegal. We are on YouTube, okay? But this, I love it. Why can I help? A couple of reasons. Okay? Number one, sometimes even the dragons, when they can't take it, they can't even think of asking for help from Guanyin Bodhisattva. That's part of their retribution. They can't even think about it. Does it make sense? It doesn't, can't even, the thought doesn't even come up. You say, oh, I need help. I've got to ask for help. No, this is, I'm suffering, I'm dying. That's it. You know, it's like you know, I remember when I was at the Lu Mountain Temple, and in that my room there has no insulation whatsoever, and it's very drafty in the winter, so you catch cold easily. In the summer, it's so hot. It used to be so hot and muggy that you know, I remember the first couple of years, Lu Mountain Temple, that after I moved in, I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. You know, it's my kryptonite. Heat is my kryptonite. Okay, so back then, when it's too hot, when days back then when it's too hot, 20 years ago, Lu Mountain Temple, we get very hot in summer, and when it got that hot, you know what I did? Have you been to Lu Mountain Temple library? It has tile, right? It has old, ugly looking tiles. It's like, how can people choose such tiles for floor? I don't get it. Have you seen the tiles at Lu Mountain Temple? It's revulsive. If you ask me, huh? Don't you think? Anyway, so it was so hot that I used to just, strip and lie on the floor. And then die. I said, I can't take this. I'm dying. Oh, this is too hot. And look at me now in my glorious days. Can you imagine, like only 20 years ago, I couldn't even take the heat. Didn't even think of crossing my legs, asking Guanyin Bodhisattva for help, get a fan, or... No! I had to lie down. I lie down. And I suffer for the entire day. It's the most stupid thing. And after I have real disciples, that every day at lunch look at me, oh, you are so wonderful, Master. That's why I realized I cannot be a victim anymore. So then I started reciting, meditating, you know, buying a fan, you know, turn on the AC. But no, until then, I just lie down and wait to die. That's it. It's so ridiculous. Okay, so anyway, so the first point being that I know what it's like. It doesn't even cross your mind, number one. Okay? Number two, even if you remember to ask Guanyin for help, as she started saying that she backed out, sometimes she helps, sometimes she doesn't. Right? And you say, oh, sometimes she forgets or whatever. Okay? No, one yin bodhisattva is very temperamental. You ask me. Some days he's in a a bad mood. He says, good luck to you. I'm busy today. Sometimes you ask for help. She heard you. Say, yeah, I heard you. Stop it. Don't call my name. Leave me alone. And she will not help you. Why not? G.I. Joe.
Yes, Master. I can remember once pleading with Kuan Yin when I couldn't get to sleep. And I...
What? Excuse me? You could not sleep and you call Kuan Yin for help?
Yes. Well, this is a chronic situation where it would happen every night. And the point is, I continued.
Were you my disciple then? Did you take refuge?
Yes.
Have you taken refuge?
Yes.
How am I going to explain this to her? She said, no wonder she doesn't like me anymore.
No.
Now I know why she doesn't answer to me. Because you guys ask her for help for all the wrong things. God, cut it out.
It was resolved because I heard back, help yourself. Seriously.
Serves you right. So she actually told you help yourself?
I think it was more like do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
Or you can do it yourself.
You can do
but
it yourself.
The point was I shouldn't be asking her, yes.
And what was your reaction? And you're supposed to have great compassion?
I finally fell asleep on my own. So, yeah.
This is the weirdest story I've ever heard. We need to record this. I want him on the camera to tell us his story. I said, Master, I could not sleep. I have a chronic problem, so one night I couldn't take it anymore. Remember the words. Mark my words. So I asked Kuan Yin for help, and she said, help yourself. And on the other hand, then she knocked me this at night, right? She pulled me and my sheets down. Would you believe what your disciple just did to me? Wake up! And then what happened? How did she resolve it? You just help yourself. Okay, that's a good testimonial. And so Kuan Yin, if you ask Kuan Yin hears you, and he says, no, I'm not helping you today. Okay? Why is that? Besides, help yourself. You can do it. What's another reason? Let me tell you something. This is yeah. Go ahead, Seven. You have an answer or you have a question?
I just remember you telling us that if we get everything that we want, then we can't grow from it. And so sometimes they don't answer our calls because we have to learn to do it ourselves, or she doesn't want us to get sticky and we're constantly asking her for help or getting our family to ask her for help. And then they do help us, but not in the way that we think they should.
Wow. I couldn't have said it better. Very good. Too, did you have an answer too?
There's a YouTube question.
Yeah. Go.
Okay, from YouTube, it's from Patricia Emitofuo, Master. For example, is the unbearable pain that doesn't go away when we are in full lotus a karmic retribution? And Master, what could be the causes of that pain, or does it depend on many factors?
That's the cause of the leg pains? Oh, it changes like the weather. If you want to know what really causes what's the root cause of the pain, I could explain to you, but I don't want to. But from your perspective, it changes constantly, like the weather. You never can tell. So there's no point in you trying to know what's the cause. Okay, this is why we don't teach you about the cause. For example, in my teacher's environment, they said if someone opened their eyes, say, "Oh, you're in pain because someone is actually taking a hammer and hit you on your ankle." Okay, or Master YongHua, when he was dying and he has tremendous pain, okay, someone look at him and say, "Oh, someone taking a jackhammer and pound you in your back." That's exactly how I felt too. Okay, you take a jackhammer and pound you in the back. That's how excruciatingly painful it could get. Okay, day and night, non-stop. And it doesn't get numb, by the way. It hurts like hell. And, like if you get hurt and you rub it, okay, it hurts at first very, very badly, but after a while, it numbs, right? You don't hurt as much anymore. But this pounding here in the back, because I experienced it too, it's 24 hours, non-stop. It saps your energy. You can fight it, okay, but eventually you get tired and they win. And it continues non-stop. It's frightening. Okay? So the karmic retribution is very, very scary. Okay? And it's not until you experience it, that's when you become more humble. You realize that no one is above the law of karma. No one. Okay? And so it doesn't matter if you want to know the reason. Okay, there's so many reasons, so many different reasons. And Master YongHua on this side, he said, "Oh, I see someone doing this, someone doing that." And so one case is this guy here has back pains. It's a different guy. And then one of his Master YongHua disciples said, look at him, who opened his heavenly eyes and look at him and say, "Oh, because I saw a lot of knives behind your back." Okay? And the guy said, "Oh, he was working in the kitchen as a sous chef or some kind of chef, and he used to steal the restaurant's knives. So he stole a lot of knives. So because of that, his retribution being cut by knives. So they saw this bunch of knives is chopping in the back. No hand, just chopping. Something like that. And so the guy repented and I repented and the pain went away. All right? And that story went like that. The point being that when I heard that story, I said, wow, impressive. It would be nice to know what really is troubling you, right? And you know what it means? It means that the next time that you have a back pain, who are you going to call? Ghostbusters? Huh? You keep on trying to find out, what is the cause of my problems? We don't do that. That's his side, Master Shinhua's side. On our side, what do? We take it a step further. What do? We don't give a damn what the problem is. What do we do? Huh? We call Guan Yin. And Guan Yin says, do it yourself. That's Guan Yin for you. In our side, we don't worry about what is the cause. Okay? Why is that? Let me teach you a pure thing about cultivation. If you meditate and the leg hurts, first thing you do is what? Like them on his side, someone better take a look at me. Why I'm hurting, right? That's what they do. They train to do that. Say, what is the cause of this? From a Chan perspective, what's the problem? That is called false thinking. You're meditating and because you're so conditioned, every time it's something, oh, can you open your eyes and see what is the problem? What is my problem? Master, can you see what is the cause of this? You're always asking, you always ask for help, ask for help. Okay? And in a pure Chan perspective, every time you have a problem, you open your mouth, you're meditating, and you have your leg hurts. Oh, what is the problem of this? What is the cause of my leg pains? What are you doing? You're false thinking. You don't give a damn. It hurts, you endure the hurt. And when you do that, that is pure Chan. And one day, you'll be able to see yourself. You don't need anyone to help you. When it's time, you will see it yourself. You understand why. When you don't need to see, you won't see. So how do you want me to train you? You want me to train them like, I teach you how to open your eyes every time you have a problem? Okay. Open your eyes. You can open your eye. Ask Gan to open her eyes and tell you what the problem is. You're constantly false thinking, aren't you? Huh? And that's what Guan Yin taught you. He knows that you are my disciple. He says, what do pure Chan disciples like YongHua would do? Do it himself. Not ask for help. Cross your legs, endure. You can be like me in my early days when it's too hot. I lie down on the floor. I can't take this. I can't take this. Okay? This is my kryptonite. Heat is my kryptonite. Oh, I hope I have to wait until 8 o'clock at night when I open the windows and all the wind blows and the heat goes away and I can function again. Don't do that. Endure. How do you endure? Cross your legs. Especially when you can't take it, that's when you must cross your legs. Is that clear? That is how I train you. This is the difference between our training and Master Shenhua's training. You hear? No need to find out why. I'm sorry, it's such a long answer. Why do you have to find out what's the cause? There's so many reasons. You find one cause, and then you look deeply enough, there's another reason. You look even deeper, look even longer, and on and on and on and on. Just endure it. That's all. Don't need to worry about what's the cause, because what's behind, what's causing this problem of mine? What's behind that? Make it go away, Master. Make it go away. Huh? You wimp. Make it go away, I have a problem. Please make it go away. No, we're tough, man. We have a problem? Is that all you got? So what do you want? You want to be needy? Oh, Mickey, help me. Huh? Or you want to be a real chant master? Oh, he goes on and on, doesn't he? Reno and everything. Reno, thought delusions, view delusion, toxicants, retribution. There you go. Any questions about this? Excuse me. You want to read it? You can read it. I don't feel insecure at all. You want to read it? Just tell me. You want to read it? Next. Remember, there are lots of people who cannot read English online. Seriously? You've been reading? You are something else. In Vietnam, my country, if I say, you can read it, my disciple, true Vietnamese disciples, I'm not going to read. But I bet you that the Vietnam disciples in Go Force are all reading too. Moreover, Yaksha King Vaishravana gained a passage into liberation of rescuing, protecting evil sentient beings with boundless skill in means.
复次，毗沙门夜叉王得以无边方便救护恶众生解脱门。
Okay. So, now the next section is the next set of celestial kings, Yaksha celestial kings. Yaksha are the type of ghosts who are sometimes called speedy, okay? Some space traveling, earth traveling, so they're very, very fast, all right? And one more characteristic with Yaksha ghosts is that they really are the troublemakers, by the way. When they smell trouble, poof, it's just like a road runner. They just come right over and cause trouble, okay? And they are extremely, extremely ugly. And they get very offended when they hear it. So don't repeat this, okay? Be careful. Don't just say, honey, today, at Master YongHua's temple, we learn about how ugly Yaksha ghosts really are. They're horribly, horribly ugly. And guess what? He's right in your house. And he's not going to like it. Yes, too.
Emitofuo, Master. One of the things it said was that we break precepts because we have confusion. I know that, like, when I break a precept, that it's bad for me and bad things will happen, but that doesn't stop me. So what kind of confusion do I still have where I still do it even though I know it's bad for me?
To why? Basically, why? Why do I know? Why? How come I know it's bad for me? I still go ahead anyway? Because you're a naughty boy. You like it when you know, oh, this is not good for me. You say, oh, I like this. No?
I mean, yeah, there does seem to be pleasure sometimes aligned with it, but yeah, I just like, how do you learn that that's like, it's bad enough to stop?
How do you learn? Yeah, I told you this already at least 3 times, 2 or 3 times. You go back to my old teachings. You remember? Why is it you know it's bad for you, you still do it anyway? Why? It's very fundamental, folks. It's a very good question. And it deserves a clear answer, because I bury a lot of good information all over in 7,000 hours of videos. So if you need to use AI nowadays to find, what did he say about why is it I keep on hurting myself? I take perverse pleasure in doing that. I know I'm a bad boy, but what are the forces behind it? Huh? Yeah, in the back.
Master, I think because he like it. For me, it's like I like men, so I have to admit that I like it. I do stuff.
You have to.
I like it.
You have an advertising every single time. We all know that already. Jesus, you're not very subtle, are you? Okay. So he says because he likes it. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Why is that you know that it's a violation of the teachings? It's against your wisdom nature, but you still do it. Why? Anyone? This is a lecture for all of you, not just for the people here, but also the people in all over our many way places and online. Yes, sir. 8.
Thank you, Master. It's because you've been doing it for a long time that it becomes the force of habit.
Habit energy, that's good. That's good reason. What else? Because this is what you've been doing constantly, you know? You see cigar, you want to pick up and smoke. You've been doing it for a long, long time, yeah? 9.
Con nghĩ là tại vì có cái lợi ích đó, benefit cho Hiền với cái vui thích đó.
She says, let me paraphrase for her. She says, it's like drugs. You like it. Okay, very good. 2. What's the real reason behind it? 2.
Is it a test, and you can pass the test?
A test. This guy doesn't trust anyone. He's like, I come to him and tell him, is this a test? Yes, go for us.
Because he doesn't have the blessing to do the right things.
God, you're the most boring person. Can you wait until they all said and say, oh, I have the answer. You have to cut everyone off. God, you make them suffer first. You hear? This is part of my fun. I'll sit here and say, oh, what else? What else? And, and then $100. That's when I'm determined, I'm so sure that none of you has the answer. That's when $100. But then there's someone who's been waiting for that. Yeah. Exactly. This is very profound Buddhist teaching. We can talk to you about right and wrong. We can talk about what's good for you, what's bad for you, but you won't be able to do it because you don't have enough blessings to execute. It's not that you don't believe. If you don't believe, that's a low level of blessing. At least you have the blessing to be able to say, yeah, okay, I hear you, okay, oh yeah, okay. Enough, I heard it before. I don't have to. Okay, but to hear it without rejecting takes a lot of blessings. But to hear it and be able to execute is a second level of blessings. You don't realize how difficult it is, folks. That's why we're very patient. They tell you once, tell you twice, 3 times, okay? And on, until one day say, I got it. It takes a long time. You need to accrue blessings for you to be able to execute. So in terms of cultivation, there are 2 things, 2 levels, okay? Number 1 is you can hear it. Do we have enough blessings to hear about it? Are you willing to drive 2-3 hours to come just listen to something and have a few jokes, hear a few jokes and go home? So, what did I learn today again? I don't get it. I don't remember. It's all about we laugh, we talk, we joke. He cried and he talked about him stripping himself and he lie on the floor. Is there a message somewhere? Okay. And then, okay, but the thing is that, I know I joke a lot, but the thing is that you hear it, for most people, they hear it, no, that's wrong, God didn't tell so, didn't say so. Allah never taught it that way. You see that? They're not even willing to accept it. That's how difficult it is. Actually, let me add another level. Level number 1, they heard of Way Mountain Temple in beautiful Rosemead, California. And they said, nah, I live in Bel Air. I'm not going to drive there. That's level 1. They reject you outright. Number 2, you drive all the way here and you say, was it time well spent? I don't know, maybe next week we reevaluate. Okay? And number 3, you hear it and you say, yeah, that's it. I'm going to stop now. It's that difficult, folks. There's nothing we can do. We can flood this on the internet for, all over, but the people at first level, they look at it, they're cults. They're not for real, okay? They're not white. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. I'm MAGA too, okay? Okay. So they reject you outright, right? Off the bat, they reject you. Okay? At least if we have commercials, they should at least watch it and we get paid by the commercials. No, we don't even do commercials. And they still reject us. And number 2, okay? They say, yeah, that sounds right, but you can't do it. 3rd level, you say, I won't do it, period. So which level do you think you are? 1, 1, 2, or 3. Got it? Okay, good questions, guys. Yeah. Excellent. Anyone else? Okay. So what does he do? Excuse me. I let you read, okay? Okay, read. Okay. Now I need another screen because I don't want to read. I just want to look at the text. Next time I do the text here on top. Okay. Anyway, have you finished? Okay. Now my turn. Rescuing, protecting evil sentient beings with boundless skill and means. Okay. Sentient beings who are evil are very, very difficult to help, to save. Okay? And so what he does, this Vaishravana, he specializes in helping evil beings. What are evil beings? They are beings who do not believe in right and wrong or wrong. They don't believe in Buddha, okay? And they don't believe in cause and effect. They think they can get away with everything. And they have a track record of getting away with everything their entire lives to the point they get elected. It's how scary it is. Because if they get in trouble, they cause distractions, they pardon, get their friends to pardon them and so forth, bribe them to get pardoned and so forth. Okay, so the rules of cause and effect don't apply to them. They really proven to themselves they can get away with anything. That's how evil they really are. Those are the worst kind of evils, like demons. Demons really, really believe they can get away with anything. Anything at all. Okay? And so these beings are extremely difficult to help. And this guy here rescues and protects them. Okay? The rescue is that get them out of trouble. Protect is to really shield them from bad things that will happen to them. See how powerful he is? Okay? And in order to do that, he has boundless expedience. Meaning, he has so many spiritual powers, he has so much wisdom, so many different tricks, many magical things that he can do in order to help these impossible beings called evil people. You know, evil in Buddhism is a very special word. Evil beings are the opposite of Buddhas. Okay, it's the worst part of your Buddha nature. And because of that, you are destined to suffer a lot. And therefore, this Yaksha king here specializes in helping and protect them. Very difficult thing to do, folks. Very, very difficult. Yes, 8.
Thank you, Master. Couple days ago, in one of the lectures, there was this part that said that the evil was building up, was like accumulating, and then it created the consciousness.
Yeah.
And then someone asked that the more evil people are, the more consciousness they have. Is this consciousness that we're talking about the skanda, the consciousness skanda?
It's a skanda consciousness. Yes. Okay, very good. All right. So do you see the point from that there is that evil is very deeply seated. Okay? It's not easy to deal with it. Next, a Yaksha king, sovereign sound, gain a passage into liberation of, universally contemplating sentient beings, rescuing them with expedience.
自在因夜叉王得普观察众生，方便救护解脱门。
Okay, so this next guy here, you can read it. This guy here, actually is easier, has it easier than the other guy. The other guy specializes in evil beings. This guy here specializes in sentient beings. Okay, and so he looked at sentient beings, and he used expedience to protect and rescue them. Okay, so one specializes in evil beings, the other one specializes in all beings, whether good or evil. So far, so good? Which one is easier? I get you every single time. So typical Americans. They're all equally difficult. You don't get a Mahasattva by saying, oh, can I do it? Can I choose the easy one? You take the hard one. God, I catch you every single time. I get you every single time. All of you always, comparing. Oh, can I have an easy one? Like Alex saying, Master, you mind if I get the easy route? Yes, G.I. Joe.
Master, why would an evil person be saved to go on and commit even further evil? I'm thinking of two examples right now. One was a contemporary president, and the other was Hitler, both saved by attempts at their lives. And one of them went on and completed the extermination of European Jews.
I feel like hitting you. I have news for you. You know why when you ask Guan Yin for help?
I'll never live that down.
When you ask Guan Yin for help, she says, nah, he's too evil. I'm not going to help him. Is it possible?
She has helped me in the past.
Yeah, but then she realized you're so evil. Have you? It's possible, yeah? See, one day say, oh, G.I. Joe is so evil. Oh, why have I been helping him all this time? Let's cut our losses. Does it answer your question? She does not discriminate. Okay? When your conditions ripen, you receive help. They will help you. That's another way to look at it. Don't worry. We all get what we deserve. Yes, did you have a point you're trying to make? 8?
Thank you, Master. I was just wanted to ask, is this one the one that tries to save all living beings? It's a little bit harder because he needs more skill in means?
Is it harder?
Than the other one that was only saving the evil living beings?
Why are you so discriminating? He said, this guy says the opposite of the other. This Alex here says, can I take the easy ones, please? And can I become a Buddha taking the easy route? That's his thinking, And this guy here says, can I choose the hard ones? What is the matter with you, amigos? That's too much. It just happened that way. He happened to say, it turns out, let me explain to you why one specialized in evil, one specialized in, all living sentient beings. Because it happened that way. I give you one example. Suppose, never mind. That's too offensive. It happened because what? The people who specialize in helping the crazy or evil beings happen to be his family in the past. There's so many of them. Okay? So imagine if this scenario, he was like a demon king, and he decided to switch to Buddhism and practice, became a bodhisattva, and he realized, oh my God, I have so many wives, so many children I need to save. So he made a vow, I'm going to do everything possible to save all evil beings. Otherwise, Buddha will say, why are you discriminating? So that's how it happened. Does it make sense, huh? Hey, are you listening? See that? That's how it started. Just the same. Did you know that back then, 20 years ago, I could have said, let me stay in Taiwan. Because Taiwan gave me everything I needed. They gave me money every month, $85 worth of dollars, okay? Gave me, no, this is not from Taiwan, gave me clothes, gave me sashes, gave me shoes, gave me sangha bags, gave me anything I needed. Okay? And they welcome foreigners like me from the U.S., even though I'm not white, but they think, oh, he's American, so it's good stuff. I'm an imposter. Okay? And if you ask me, I would have said, what's your preference? I said, I stay in Taiwan. But I chose to come back here, and I could not find a temple, would find no one to support me thanks to my master's disciples who slandered me out of existence. Okay? Why did I come back? Because of my parents. They're old. I said, let me come back until they die. Then I can do whatever I want. What's the point in being Master Hsuan disciples and say, I'm going to take care of myself? And the first thing that he taught about to us is what? Be filial. And then who am I to say, oh, I'm a Master Hsuan disciples. I know they rejected me, those losers over there. But if I feel in my heart, I'm still his disciple, what is the first thing I'm supposed to do? Be filial. Yeah? How could I be sitting over there, being comfortable and being safe when my parents are with these people? I came back to the mud, man. Because of that, that's how I came back. But unlike this guy, I refuse to specialize in evil people. Yes, too.
Thank you, Master. This actually goes to a question I've been curious about for a while. When covering the Avatamsaka Sutra, we've gone through all these different planes of existence and all the rulers. And I was wondering why, if they're all mahasattvas, why do they end up in these different planes? Does it have to do with the conditions with the people they're helping?
No.
No.
It's their training. It's part of the training. I don't know if he remembers when he first shaved his head. I didn't know how to train him. So I made him come to, he stayed at Lu Mountain Temple a little bit, and then we got WMT. So I sent him WMT to work at WMT, and then we got Go Force, sent him to work in Go Force. That's part of his training. And then as soon as we got to Korea, guess what happened? I sent him to Korea. See? That's the training path. Okay? That's why. For us, in Buddhism, the Bodhisattvas are trained by specific assignments. It's no classrooms, lectures. It's no universities. It's hands-on. You roll up your sleeves and you go to work. This is when you're taught. That's for different kinds of levels. Low levels, we need to do different. But you're a higher level, you go to work. So at these levels of these mahasattvas, they learn everything already. There's no Buddhist teaching they haven't heard of. Okay? So now it's time for them to work and work and work. Like Master YongHua. He never really went to any class, took any class in Vinaya, in Sutra lectures, in whatever, okay, in Buddhism, okay? Because he learned about them already. Now he has to work. But by working, he'll be able to understand better. Is it clear? So a different kind of training. When you don't have wisdom, you will first learn about the theory, okay? But when you have wisdom already, you learn by doing. It's two different levels of training. So you notice in this chapter 1 here, the ones with great wisdom, they go to work because they learn everything already. They know all the theories already, all the principles already. Now they work so that those principles become clearer and clearer. They can penetrate the depth. And that's the third aspect of their wisdom. They need to deepen their wisdom by working. Depth of wisdom doesn't come from learning. It comes from working. Shh. Please don't tell people that only in Avatamsaka Sutra do we know. It's not taught anywhere else, by the way. And don't tell anyone else, just us. Okay? You need to work. Okay, never mind. Let's not make any spectacles out of this. Next, 348. Yaksha king, sternly holding weapons and insignia, gain a passage into liberation of, nourishing and benefiting all emaciated and evil sentient beings.
严持气障夜叉王， 得能资益一切圣淫恶众生解脱门。
Okay. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. So this guy here, keep reading. Okay. I'm just doing my thing. You do your things. Sternly holding weapon insignia. Okay. So did he explain this? So he has weapons and he has all these insignia, whatever, weapons and signs and tools and drills and jackhammers and so forth. Okay, and why would you have weapons insignia? It's kind of weird. This guy is kind of weird. Okay, it's like, what if people who cannot read English or Chinese, what? Yeah. Or they see this weird symbol. How are they going to know? Yes, go first.
Master, I'm not directly answering the question, but I just want to give a cultural background.
Yeah, thank you.
I feel it's very interesting when I visit those big temples in China. They actually have those signs. I don't know, signatures. It says 肃静回避, basically like keep silent and keep away. Those big like sign. And then I also saw in the pictures the old times when big Dharma master, they actually, when they go out, I think maybe only for particular ceremonies, they have people hold those things along the proceedings. So it's kind of, I don't know, to me it's interesting because it feels like the temple and the Dharma master has such a high status in the old times. It's almost like they're going out, it's like emperor going out. They have those similar type of ceremonial things.
I really appreciate this. When I was an emperor, now you brought it up. When I was an emperor, if someone stands in the wrong place, we just kill him. So this saves a lot of killing karmas, I say, stand straight, follow the line there. The sign, you will hold up the sign, and Does it make sense? Yeah, so you don't create offenses. Yeah, or get killed. There you go. So we can't kill them, can we, in a temple? Or make them go to hell. And we're too cruel. You're going to go to hell, aren't you? Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So that's what the insignia is for. But why weapons? Why the combination weapon and insignia? Weapon is like, this is a tomahawk missile.
It's part of the 仪仗. It's the, yeah, I don't know. It's just part of the
祭唱.
仪仗, 仪式. It's like 威仪的仪.
Oh, 仪仗. Okay. 祭唱. Here is not. What about insignia? 祭唱. Where does this insignia came from? I don't see insignia here.
Oh, 气杖.
Yeah. Where does insignia came from? Kind of weird. Okay, you Chinese figure it out. Okay, so it's along the line of what she's explained. It says, those signs there that tell you what to do. Okay, whereas again, in the old time, in the courts and the kings and so forth, if you are not careful, they don't say anything. It's no sign. They just kill you or they just run over you. Okay. So maybe it has a sense there, but Chinese wise, I don't know why qi becomes insignia, okay? But anyway, I'm sure the Chinese have their own wisdom. Okay? And so, see their with their weapons, knife chains, and so forth, and weapons. And see, he does help. He specializes in helping emaciated living beings. Okay, and evil living beings. Okay, again, what is the application over here? If you happen, okay, to know such emaciated and evil sensing beings, then you can call on this Yaksha king sternly holding weapon and insignia, and he will help you. This is the advantage of us learning about these names, because we basically, when we encounter these people, instead of always calling on Wan Yin Bodhisattva, you know what actually happened when you're calling Wan Yin Bodhisattva? Wan Yin Bodhisattva turned over to him and said, hey, this is your area. Okay, so Wan Yin Bodhisattva has a Rolodex. Every time you call her for help, okay, like G.I. Joe calls Wan Yin Bodhisattva, I say, no, not today. But when she decides to help you, and you happen to belong to emaciated and evil sensing beings, then she calls on Yaksha king sternly holding weapons. Does it make sense? This is why, don't think they all like, I help these people, don't go there. I mean, don't touch them. This is my territory. Okay? It doesn't matter. They all decided to do this as part of their jobs, and there are a lot of overlaps, and it doesn't bother them. They're not territorial at all. Does it help? Okay? I'm reminded it's time again. When it's time, it's like clockwork. I don't even need to look at the clock anymore. As soon as it's almost time to go, I promise you, from now on, I will always be on time, because 2 minutes before I'm supposed to end, someone walk around and go back and pacing back and forth. You know what time it is, don't you? Master? Huh? I am waiting. Okay? There you go. Are we okay like this? Or you'd rather I spend more time going to greater depth of each and every single celestial king? Is this a good pace, or it doesn't matter to me? Huh? Yeah, 8.
Is it good, Master? I think it's good if you live for like 100 more years.
Ouch. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Have a great week. Huh? Thank you for coming. So professional. It's a clockwork, you know. Oh, 5 minutes left. I better get ready. Impressive.